Hey guys, Charlie here again. Welcome to Chaos Review. Tonight we got a double header, so let's get things started. First match is Pac versus PJ Black. Starts off both men throwing punches back and forth. Then Pac gets the upper hand with a power bomb. Black rolls out of the ring. Pac tries for a crossbody. Black rolls through and hits the fallaway slam. Then a springboard moonsault onto Pac. Then he goes to the top rope, tries for a 450 splash. Pac gets his knees up. Pac rolls over for the Rings of Saturn as a very technical move. You don't see the Rings of Saturn much anymore in wrestling. I wish it would. I mean, personally, I think it's a great move. Finally, he gets to the ropes. Pac hits the gut wrench German suplex to get out of it. Then he hits the red arrow for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Rating for this match, I give a 4 stars. It was a very technical back and forth match. I really enjoyed it. The post match, Pac helps PJ to his feet, shakes his hand. Like always, here comes Brian Cage and Eli Drake out. They hit Pac with a drill claw. Drake takes care of PJ with the gravy trail. Cage and Drake finally stand tall at the end of all this massacre, as I would call it. Hopefully, they get a match between these four at the next pay-per-view. I really hope so. I believe it would be an excellent match to watch. Then next segment is Kenny Omega, Pentagon, and Phoenix come out. Pentagon starts talking about how the Wolves beat them last week because the Wolves knew something apparently that they was going to face them, and Kenny and them didn't know. It's always excuses with these guys. Finally, Phoenix steps in by calling out the Wolves, Davey and Eddie. They walk out on stage. Kenny talks about how they got the upper hand on them. And then at the pay-per-view, and then he asks for a rematch. At this point in time, me personally, I don't think they deserved a rematch, but Eddie turns down the challenge. I was hoping he would. And says, "I'll see you later tonight. Bring your A game." I guess we are going to see the rematch after all. Next match is Randy Orton versus Tommy End. Stipulation of this match was if Orton wins, he gets a title shot at the TV title at Chaos at the Beach. Orton goes out of the gate with RKO, but Tommy slips out, goes for a Black Mass. Orton backs away. These two know each other very, very well. Both men go for the test of strength. Orton gets the upper hand. Shoves Tommy out of the ring. Randy goes out of the ring, starts stalking him. He's getting ready for the RKO. Then End pushes Randy into the post. Tommy roundhouse kicks Orton, catching him on the side of his face. It looked like it really, really hurt. Tommy goes for the Black Mass again. Orton outsmarted him again. Just a famous Randy Orton, which is why they call him the Legend Killer. Orton sets up for the RKO again, and then he gets hit with Black Mass out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Tommy End wins. Rating for this match, I give it a 4 star also. A lot of back and forth on this match. I wish it could have went longer. I really do. Then commercial. We come back. It's a number 1 contenders match. Sami Callihan versus Bram. Of course, who do you think? Jimmy Havoc comes to ringside. Callihan and Bram start beating the hell out of each other. I mean, these two was at it for a while. Then Sami finally gets the upper hand with an uppercut, then a DDT. He goes for the pin. 1, 2. He kicks out. It's just Sammy being Sammy, arguing with officials. Bram finally hits him with the forearm. Then a spine buster. Callahan hits the super kick, tries for the cactus driver. Bram counters with a back body drop. Finally, Jimmy Havoc being Jimmy gets on his feet on the outside, starts pacing around the ring. Bram starts mouthing off to him, being Bram. He gets on the apron, Jimmy does. Bram shoves Callahan into Havoc. Havoc hits the floor. Bram hits the brighter side of suffering for the 1, 2, 3. Rating for this match, I give it a 3-star. I think it could have been better. Hopefully the GM will officially ban Havoc from the ringside. It's starting to get really old. Post-match, Havoc rushes the ring, attacks Bram, drops Bram with the acid rainmaker, and then holds the not TV title, but the title over him. Sorry about that. The main event is the Wolves versus the Lucha Brothers. Pentagon Phoenix are accompanied to the ring by Kenny Omega. Go figure. Eddie and Phoenix start the match with a lockup test of strength. Eddie wins the test of strength. Phoenix and Eddie with a series of chops. Phoenix hits the enziguri to Eddie. Then Phoenix follows up with a code breaker. Phoenix climbs to the rope for the swanton. Eddie blocks both to the feet, walk to the corners, finally tag in Richards and Pentagon. Starts off, Pentagon poses in Davy's face. Then Richard walks over and slaps his hand. Sucker punches Pentagon. Davey throws Pentagon outside, tags Eddie in for a double suicide dive, shot of caffeine to Pentagon. Very technical match so far. I really enjoyed it. Phoenix leaps to the top rope, hits a corkscrew. All 4 men are down. Pentagon rolls in at 8. He looks at the ref and tells him not to count no more. He wants to win it the right way, not a counter. Eddie gets in the ring, more chops. This was back and forth with the chops throughout the match. It was a pretty good, hard striking match. Pentagon with the super kick. Match goes back and forth. Davey finally hits the creeping death on Pentagon. Kenny pulls the ref out. Just more interference. Then it's back and forth again. Richard hits Phoenix with the creeping death for a pin. Finally, the Wolves win. As the Wolves celebrate, as they're going up the stage, the Lucha Brothers are arguing in the ring. Velocity goes off air, and it just makes you wonder what's next for the Lucha Brothers. Are they splitting up? Are they staying together? Are they on the same page? What's going on? These guys need to get it together and find out what they're going to do with this. Maybe next week on Velocity we can find out what's the next step for the Lucha Brothers. But this has been Charlie with Chaos Review, and y'all have a good day.